Hi everyone, me here Upali Sharma from Sumantech Solutions. Welcome to our YouTube channel. So today we are going to discuss on the topic responsive layout or design. So now we are going to discuss about the responsive design. So the first question is that what is responsive? So the responsive is used as, suppose our layout will be fit into any screen. Suppose the screen sizes would be our laptop, our computer or any Android phone. So responsive design would be compatible for each and every device. So for the responsive design, what we have to do? First of all, we will go to the Google. After that, we will write there Bootstrap, because from the Bootstrap we will get the link that would be responsive for the responsive designs. So after clicking the Bootstrap, the file will be open and in that file you will include the library. You will go to the library and download that file. In this file, you will be getting many of the folders. In that folder, you should only have to see the JS folder and CSS folder, in which the links would be provided. And in this links, you will get this link into your project. And in project, you will include this in header only. So in this way, your design or layout would be responsive.
So first of all, we will go to the Google and we will type the file that we needed. That is, we are going to drive the Bootstrap file. We will write here Bootstrap and we will download the library file of the Bootstrap, through which we can go to the next coding. So we will download the file from here after clicking the button that is download, and we will click here and the library file will be downloaded. So we can see in our dashboard that the file has been downloaded, and we will open our file. So now we can see our JSS folder and the other folders. So we will and after this we will go inside the folder, and after that we will rename our folder with some other name. Suppose I am writing my name, that is responsive, and after that the folder has been empty. So we will go to the CSS folder. In that now we will unclick the bootstrap.min and we will delete the rather files, and after that we are containing the bootstrap.min file, and the same we will go to the this file and we will take only bootstrap.min and we will delete the else part of the files. So we have remaining with the JS and other file, that is CSS, both of the files containing bootstrap.min. So after this we will go to our folder that we have made it, that is, so after that we will go to our Sublime Text. In this we will take this file folder and we will go to the Sublime and we drag and drop our folder here. So in this folder we are having our two files, that is CSS and JS. So first of all, I will save my file with a new name. Suppose I am saving in D drive, in which my folder name is responsive, and in this only I will give the name index.html. So I have been saved the file, and now I will drive my HTML body, and after this in title I will write the responsive design, and in next line I will write the link. So the link I am giving the CSS file. So first of all I am linking the CSS file, in which the CSS file is being made here. I will rename my file. I will copy this and we will paste the file so that there would be no error in pasting our file format. So after that I am going to give another link of my JS file. Suppose I am writing the script. So in type text and JavaScript I will write the my JS file, that is JavaScript. And now we will paste the link here. And we will open the JS file. So here I will rename this file and will copy this file from here and will paste the link, that is here. So we have to change, that is our link. The file is named as JS and the other thing are same. And now we will enter in our body and we will style our tag that we are taking div. So in div we will take the class and we will take a container. So after the container we are taking another div in between this, apart from the main div, and in this also we will drive some class. Suppose we are taking colsem 4, the full colsem is 12, we are taking partially, that is colsem 4, and we have written the message 1. And after that I will paste this and I will rewrite my message, that is 2 and 3, so that the 3 could be different. So after that I will save my file, and now I am going to the browser to see what we have been made it. So as we have not taken the row, so these are serially pasted in our browser. So now we will take the container in a row, so that 1 to 3 will be in a same line. Now I will take the another div with class, that is row. And here I will close my div, that is class row. So these three divs are being closed, and save the file. We will go to the browser and we'll check after refreshing that these are in rows. So now we will give some another properties to our div, that is we will style the color or height. We will fix that so that it could be easily define our design. Suppose I am giving the height that is 100 pixels and width suppose I am giving my background color that is red. Save the file and we will check the changes, that is background color done and the height is also been fixed. So after that I will change the three divs and we will create another style and background color. So we will copy from here and we will paste here. So that the three of the files could be easily check out. So here I will write only the background color because the height has been defined in the main div. So we will not write the height. So we will change the color of the three of the divs except the main. Suppose I have written the first div color that is green, and after that the second is yellow and the third one will be remaining red or according to your use. So we will remove the height from here because the main div height is been classified. So we can see that the three rows are being colored in the different matter which we have given and the main div is in red color. So the height we are mentioning here so that it could be different from the main div. We will save the file, go to the browser, refresh your page and we can see the full rows are in different colors as we have set here. So after that we will make some other changes. We will copy the file again so that we could be having the two containers. So now we have taken the container fluid, save the file, run again and we can see this container fluid, that is the whole space is been covered. So after that we will write break. So there would be some space between these containers. Refresh your page and we can see this that there is a space between these, and after giving drag and drop we can see there are changes made according to the responsive designs. So design is not been cutted, so this is known as responsive design.
So thanks for watching our session. Now we will meet in our next session with some new ideas. Thank you.